did each of you take?
I've had 3 abortions and 1 Plan B.
3?
3 abortions? Okay, what about you, Nia?
I took more than 5.
Diana, what about you? Over 10?
Bro.
More than 20?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
Is it over 40?
And
So you want him on deck.
You guys
I want the chat to see this, right? Because I always speak about promiscuity in men and promiscuity in women. The fact that laws was passed that gave women rights to contraceptives, Plan Bs, birth control, and the ability to abort the kid, what it did was incentivize women to be more promiscuous.
Wait, my question is, when I was 18 and had the choice to take a Plan B, I shouldn't have taken it?
You should have not even been having sex with a man that wouldn't provide you a future or a man that you don't want. This is what I'm saying. If we took away the contraceptives, there wasn't no Plan B, there wasn't any birth control, you couldn't have abortion, you would have more stake in the man that you choose.
How many Plan Bs did each of you take?
First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakaha, Kodash. Double honor is to the elders and apostles of GMS, who I learned from. Shalom to the hopeful elect out there pushing this truth and sincerity, right? And also to you rapes, your sisters out there learning silence and staying in order, right? To you speckled birds scattered across the earth of every nation, right? Scattered abroad of the 1/3 and the 144 who has been called from the beginning. I say to you all, Shalom. I saw this video, man, and you know, there's a lot of these Kevin Samuel motivational, man uplifting videos, you know, coming out ever since, you know, Kevin Samuel started doing it, from what I know of. And it's putting Eve on the spot. You know, Kevin Samuels was killed. That's what I believe. You know, like that man J. Edgar Hoover from the FBI said, you know, we will not have a Messiah unless we put him there, right? And vice versa, man. If there is one there that they didn't put in there, they'll take him out of there, like they did to previous leaders, right? So, like, you know, we got this person, Kevin Samuels, which is not in the video right now. He was piecing together the issues within relationships in Jake, right, and holding women accountable, right, publicly, and showing that, you know, this free-spirited feminist movement, in a sense, is foolery, right? They would ask these women, like, hey, would you rather have chivalry or would you rather have equality? And all the women would say equality, right? But then when asked, you know, how many times did this man pay for the dinner, right? Was it the first 2 weeks, 3 months, 6 months? And a lot of women would say every time. You know, and you know, that's not equal, right? Equal is going half, 50-50. You go one day, I go one day, right? That's equality, man, which it's not really scriptural, right? But these women are very confusing, man. They're confused. Why? Because they run for Egypt for help, man. Right? Isaiah 31:1. Like, everything they have, everything they do, their mindset is protected by Esau, right? Because the so-called black man and Hispanic man is not doing what Esau is doing for them, man. Giving them housing, you know, giving them protection, right? They're protected from poverty, right? They could literally be bums and be taken care of by the state. Man can't do that. Man cannot, you know, a woman can't break up with a man. A man loses his home because of the separation, and then, you know, get all kind of benefits like, you know, free housing and all this other stuff, right? Not as quick as a woman can. right? Child support is illegal. That's another tool, right? This is what made these women bold, man. This is new. 50 years ago, this was not a thing, man. And it's disgusting because a lot of people move, right, in society. Like, this is the norm. Like, this is a new norm, right? And so is the alphabet soup community, man. That's a new movement, and it's normalized, right? A lot of this dumb shit is normalized, right? And it will come to an end. It's gonna come a time where women are gonna struggle, man. And what do they say? They say it's a much harder fall from a higher height, right? Because these women are being put on a pedestal, a real high pedestal, like real high, like even their head is higher than the clouds, right? But they say the higher you are, the harder the fall, man. Right? The Lord's setting you up. Get an alley-oop, man, a home run, man. Put you bitches in place. Right? And he's done it before. He's done it before. And you women gonna learn, man. Let's go to some precepts. Right, this is Deuteronomy 28:53. And thou shalt eat the fruit of thy own body. Now, I'm reading this precept automatically. Brothers thinking like, hey, man, these women are not eating their children, right? That happened in the siege, when there was a famine and, there was no food, right? This would be, I believe, in 2 Samuel's or 2 Kings. For example, the time where there was two women that came to King Solomon and they had ate a baby and, they had to eat the next baby the next day and they had to debate, why wasn't they going to eat the other baby or whatnot? No, I'm sorry, Salakia. They was arguing about whose baby it was. Right. Besides the point. The point is that this is a curse, man, that the Lord has said that will happen. Also a prophecy. But in a sense, this curse here still plagues women, right? In a different sense. These women are not eating their babies, but they are killing their babies. For what? For monetary reasons. And I'm going to tell you why. Because when a woman lays with a man and gets impregnated nowadays, they're thinking like, if I get this baby, right, it's going to alter my life to a point where, one, I can't make money. Two, I can't do my own thing and live my life freely. Right? It's tying a woman down, anchoring her down to what? Motherhood. Right? So what they doing? They trading motherhood for riches. Right? For food. For filling up their bellies, man. This is how they're eating their children nowadays. This is what I consider eating their children, man. You destroying your children is for what, man? For selfish reasons. It says, and thou shalt eat thy fruit of thy own body, the flesh of thy sons and of thy daughters, which the Lord thy God has given thee in the siege and in the straits, wherewith thine enemies shall distress thee. Right? Although these women are getting all these kind of benefits, right? At the end of the day, they getting these benefits because they're at the bottom of the totem pole, right? And they're not helping these women just because they care. They're doing it for a greater plan, man, which is to sabotage the nucleus family in the so-called black community. That's why these women think that they got it, man. Like they deserve more. Like they don't got a fish sandwich between their legs. I mean, think about it, man. How many men? That woman said she had 40 men go inside and, seed her womb up. 40 men that she had to take this plan B for. I mean, it's probably more, right? It's probably more. But that's wild, man. 40 times. It could have been with the same person a few times, but I'm sure her body count is much higher, like 100, because I'm sure she uses condoms, right? Which is still unlawful, man. Because although that man's not going inside of you per se, like, you know, putting his DNA in you, you know, spiritually, that man is laying with you, man. So it counts. This is verse 56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which will not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, right? This is how they was. There was delicate tenderness, womanly, right? Feminine, right? This is what's going to happen to her. Her eyes shall be evil towards the husband of her bosom, right? Her own kind, man, just evil, right? These so-called black women treat Esau way different, man, when they're in relationships. But they go 150% on Jake man. That's trying to, you know, make it work. Right, but these are the curses. It says her eyes shall be evil towards the husband of the bosom and towards her son. Why? Because bad bitches don't got time to be mothers. Right? They're like, move out the way. I'm trying to twerk for this live. Or move, you know, to the children, man. Go play in your room while I twerk for the people. Right? Instead of being a mother, man, being examples to these children. These women is monsters. It says, and towards her daughter. How many times we saw, you know, a single mother with daughters, man, just running amok. You know, letting these women walk out the house with booty shorts and just not coming home till like 7 o'clock. Like just doing their own thing, just mimicking the mothers, man. There's a statistic that says that, you know, a single father household, success is equivalent to a mother and father household success, but it does not translate the other way, right? When a single mother has children, it does not translate to success, but the opposite, showing you that when it comes to discipline and order, the woman was not given that portion. Not saying that she can't do it. What I'm saying is that the father figure instills discipline, you know, and puts the fear in the children, while the woman is nurturing. And they're heavy house workers, man. They were built for that. Right, but there's gonna come a time where these women is gonna face it, man. They're gonna face it. Much adversity that they're gonna run to men, right? The scriptures say that I will make a man more precious than gold, man. This is in Isaiah. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it's chapter 34. Matter of fact, let's get it. So like it's Isaiah 13 and 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. And we see the gold prices is skyrocketing. Nobody can really just go out and buy a pound of gold. Right, today they'd have to save up for it. Right? You know, and all these women not investing in only themselves, man. There's OnlyFans, there's self-will women. Nobody's gonna want you. Let alone a righteous man. They don't want you. They don't want your used up box. Right? Your box is all taped up, wet and moldy and just cracking apart. No man's gonna want to put things inside of that box, man. Ain't gonna hold. Right? It's gonna come a time where you women are gonna smarten up quick. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 22. So like not 22. I want 19. And woe unto them that are with child, and to them they give suck in those days. Right? Because there's not gonna be no food stamps. This is a twofold scripture, but you know, in Jacob's trouble, there's not gonna be no Section 8 food stamps and OnlyFans to sustain you. Right? And even if there was, right, even if there was some form of that with all the chaos, I don't think it'd be wise for you to even continue doing OnlyFans, which I don't think it'll be possible. But even if it was possible, man, you'll have 100 men knocking on your door with no way for police to intervene, man. With all this shit going on, right? The internet won't even be here, so you wouldn't be able to do nothing. But let's just say hypothetically it was. You're gonna put a big ass target on your back, right? How scary it was when in Chicago, you know, a lot of people were getting out on bails for serious crimes. Like these are all test pilots for what's coming. Right? And it's just gonna get worse, man. Right now you are in your comfort right now. This is Matthew chapter 24 and 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Right? You're getting all this love from Cash App, all these things, man. You know, you're feeling yourself. Eventually, you're going to get knocked down that horse. This is Ecclesiastes 7 and 26. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets. Right? A lot of these women is thirst trapping. Right? And it goes on a lot, man. A lot. Especially on social media. We have these, I don't know what to call them, man. I don't know if they're like they're like pre-OnlyFans content, right? These women that are just freely posting their booties and showing off their bodies, right? You know, they feel like they're holier than the OnlyFans girls because they're not selling nothing, but they advertise it to everybody, to every arrow that will shoot at her quiver, right? You know what I'm talking about in Sirach 26. This is what's going on, man. Sexual immorality is on an all-time high, right? And Esau is at the top of it. It says, and I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, in her hands as bands, who pleases Yahweh shall escape from her, right? Because you're not going to be fooled. You're not going to be taken back, man. This is why, you know, the Lord allowed people at the end of the days that we at right now, people like Kevin Samuels to shine light on this, because why? It's going to usher in the woes of these dirty ass women. Well, I really don't want to go too deep into this, you know, this topic and that like that, man. I think we got to the point. Most of the brothers that are in this truth know to stay away from these things, right? But there might be some brothers out there who are coming in new and have real bad lust demons, right? Where sometimes you think with your second head, and you know, that might be a detriment. Some brothers have issues with, you know, either alcohol or other vices. Other men might have an addiction to, you know, getting their shit getting their shit wet, so to speak. right? It's like it's just things that come, that you gotta put to the side. All the vices of this world, man. And women are a very bad vice, man. They're manipulative, things of that nature. You could put a blunt down and a bottle down quicker than, you could stop, messing with these women, man. Don't get caught in their snares, man. Anyways, I ain't gonna go too long with this, man. I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who I learned from. Shalom to the hopeful elect, preaching his word in truth and sincerity. And to you, brothers, to you sisters out there, Lord, in silence and stay in order, I say to you all, Shalom.